Hello there. Namo Namaha. Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to session 4 of Hastamalakiyam. A beautiful grantha, text, which will expound our true nature. Right? Whatever suffering we have today, it is because of not knowing our true nature. We think we are the body, we think we are the mind, we are the intellect. So wrongly identifying. Anyata grahanam. Seeing rope as snake. Seeing rope other than what it is. Anyata means what it other than that is true nature. Grahanam means understanding, perceiving. Similarly, my true nature is consciousness, which is eternal, which is sanatana. But I think I am limited to this body, I am limited to the mind, I am limited to my buddhi. For transaction, it is required. The electricity through a small bulb, it gives only small light. It's a big bulb, it gives brighter light. And for different machines, it does different operations, complicated and very significant operation. In a fridge, it cools. In a heater, it heats up. It does so many functions, but the electricity remains the same. Just because the bulb is small and the light is small, you can't say that the electricity is small. Same way, this example, if you understand, but we are doing the same mistake. We are saying that the body, mind, intellect is me, and because of that, the consciousness is also limited. If I am here, I cannot be there. If I know this, I don't know many things I don't know. I can't understand many things. I am emotional. I get upset. But is it my true nature? Because of understanding anyata grahanam, understanding something other, understanding the rope as snake, I am having the fear, discomfort. I run away from that. Is it not happening to us in this life? I'll give you an example. The cause of suffering is anyata grahanam, not rightly understanding my true nature. Take 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay? What are the 3 rows? Waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. And what are the 3 columns? Ego. Ego means wrong identification of my true nature as my body, mind, intellect. Right? And second column is my original nature, the consciousness, the awareness. The third column is the world, suffering, whatever it is. You put that. So in waking state, ego is there. Yes, wrong identification is definitely there. That's why we can transact. But we can transact, but with this knowledge we transact, it is different. If you are a very rich person acting as a beggar, knowing that very clearly that he is a rich person, he will do the job very well. Play your role, whatever your role may be. As a father role, son role, teacher role, office, employee role, employer role, businessman role, politician's role, lawyer role, doctor role, do all that role. But understand that I am the consciousness. If you know that, like the actor who is a very rich person, he knows that I am a very rich person, but I am acting as a beggar, he will act very well. He will wear very torn clothes, he will take the begging bowl, but that doesn't hurt him. Oh, I'm asked to carry the director is asking me to carry a begging bowl. It's too bad. I know. On the contrary, I will act in such a way that I'll start begging, please give me something. Similarly, once the conviction, the drida aproksha jnanam, that I am the consciousness, which is sadadana, which is eternal, then you will play the role well. So coming back to our matrix, 3 column, 3 by 3 matrix, 3 rows, 3 column. In a waking state, the ego is very much present. Consciousness is present all the time. In fact, all these 3 stages are in the consciousness only. Okay? And the suffering or the world, the 3rd column is also there. Yes. Then let us come to the dream stage. The dream ego is there. Yes. Consciousness is there. Yes. The dream world is there. Yes. In deep sleep state, is the ego there? No. Consciousness there? Yes. Is the suffering there? No. So, using Anvaya Vatireka logic. Anvaya Vatireka means if one is present, the other one is also present. If the one is absent, the other is absent, other one is also absent, means there is a cause and effect relationship we can establish. So, during waking and dream state, the ego is present and suffering is also present. In the deep sleep state, the ego is not there, the suffering is also not there. So, suppose you are suffering, what is the cause? The ego, not the consciousness. The consciousness is there all the state. Even the deep sleep is also there. All the three states is there. In fact, all the three states are in the consciousness. The consciousness, my true nature, is not the causes of suffering. Identifying it to be something else than my true nature, like the body, mind, intellect, as ego, that is the cause of suffering. For which we need jnana to get the right knowledge. That we need to study our scriptures. We need to go to a living, competent guru. And we have to understand. We need some yogyata. We need some eligibility. There are many eligibilities. We will deal at appropriate time. One eligibility I'll tell you. What happens? The ego is nothing but ahankara. Ahankara means what? Identifying me, the true me, as the body, mind, intellect. That is called aham. Aham means me. Kara means I identify my body, mind, intellect as me. Mamakara means mine. My spouse, my father, mother, my parents, my children, my friends, my car, my house, my land, my mobile. So whenever we have this ahankara, definitely it is the offshoot, natural offshoot of this ahankara is mamakara. But the ahankara is anyata grahanam, wrongly identified. Because that, the wrong identification, the avidya starts there, it carries on. It has got this effect also continuing. So when you have this ahankara and mamakara, then you don't have a choice but to lead into anxiety. Suppose somebody drives an auto, the auto is met with an accident or the auto is damaged, I don't care a damn. But if it is my auto, my car, my son, my wife, my husband, my mother, my father, my house, even a small problem there, it hurts me. A number of people are dying in Somalia every day. We don't even aware of that. Even we are aware of that, we say we feel bad for some time and we forget it because there is no mamakara. There is no attachment as mine. So the causes of suffering is mine and ahamkara. So whenever you have this ahankara and mahakara, then you feel that I have to play something, I have to do something. The controllership, I need to manage it. And because of ahankara and mahakara, the anxiety comes. And because of anxiety, we immediately start praying, God, save me from this. If suppose somebody has taken my car, and if he is not coming, he said that he will come within 2 hours, but he has not come. Hey, there should not be any accident. Immediately, why he is not coming? I am calling him on his mobile, he is not picking up his mobile. The mobile is on the contrary, it's ringing also. What happened to him? Forget about what happened to him. Yeah, what happened to my car? Immediately we go to God. God, save my car. Not the person, because he is a stranger. He is a neighbor or somebody. Save my car. So controlship, that is that I am the manager, I need to manage. That is called CL. Anxiety, the short form is A, and special prayer is S. We clasp. The clasp is one thing we have to reduce or reject. That is the eligibility to get into this spiritual path. Because of this wrong identification, we suffer. By reading all these granthas, text like Hastamalakiyam, we will understand this and we will abide in this knowledge. We will come out of the suffering, as we saw in the last session. Now, why I am giving this before starting into the verse, why these verses are important, you need to know. I can just go and read the verse and give the meaning. You may not really appreciate it. It might appear to be the same thing told time and again. But if I give this, narrate them, describe them, you will appreciate it and you will give more importance to this reading. Now let us get into these verses are more or less same thing what I have told in a different words. Okay, we can go through very fast. Yaha ekaha vibhati swataha suddhachetaha prakasha swarupaha api nana iva dishu sharava udagastaha yata banuhu ekaha saha nityobulabdhi swarupaha ahamatma. What is the Sharamsa here? The consciousness, my true nature is only one, is very pure. Even though it is one and pure, it appears to be different beings, different human beings, different animals, different trees. Why? It is like what? Like you have a earthen pot and every pot has got a water. The only one sun reflects in different parts with the water as a different reflections. The reflections are many, the original is one. The consciousness is one, but it is reflected as different human beings or living beings. This is what the essence of this verse. Let us go to the next verse. Yata anekaha sakshuhu prakashaka ravihi na kramena prakashi karoti prakashyam anekaha diyaha yaha tata ekaha prabodhaha saha nityo upalabdhi swarupaha ahamatma. Same thing he is saying that. It's a different, slightly different words. One sun, because of one sun light, the many eyes can see many things, and the sunlight lightens up various objects simultaneously, not one after the other. Similarly, this consciousness lightens up many intellects simultaneously. Now, next verse, that is verse number 10. Vivasvat prabhatam yata rupam aksham pragrunnati na abatam evam vivaswan yad abataha abhasayati aksham ekaha saga nityopalabdhi swarupaha ahamatma. The sunlight, whenever the sunlight it covers or it reflects on any object, the object is seen by the eyes. When there is no light, even though the object is there, even though the eye is there, like in the dark, the night, objects are there, the eyes are there, but you are not able to appreciate or perceive the object because the light is missing. So initially we thought to see any object, eyes and object is sufficient. Then you realize, no, I need light also. And then he says that not only the light, even the sun, it does this function is because of the consciousness, my true nature. That is also required. That's what he says. So to perceive anything, he says that the consciousness should be there, the light should be there, eye should be there, and the object should be there. Then verse number 11. Yata suryaha ekaha apsu anekaha chalasu sthirasu api anyat vibhavya swarupaha chalasu prabhinnasu dishu evam ekaha saha nityopalabdhi swarupaha aham atma. Only one sun. If it reflects on a very disturbed water, the sun also looks to be disturbed. If it is reflects on a steady water, the sun appears to be steady. Similarly, there is only one consciousness. If it reflects on a disturbed mind, then the original seems to be disturbed. But actually the disturbance is in the reflecting media and the reflected object, not on the original object. That's what he says, that we are not disturbed. The body is disturbed, the mind is disturbed, different people are disturbed, I am disturbed I have a different feeling at different point of time, but my true nature is one which is steady all the time. Now we will see one more verse. Ganachanna drishtihi ganachannam arkam yata nishprabam manyate cha adimudaha tata baddavad bhati yo Muda drishtehe sakanitya upalabdhi swarupaha aham atma. Gana means cloud. Channaha means covered. Our eyes, the vision is covered by clouds, but what we say, the sun is covered by the cloud. The sun can cover or have hundreds of earth in it. That big it is. So a 1 kilometer cloud, how it can cover a sun? But because of our wrong understanding, instead of saying that my visions are clouded by the clouds, I say that the sun is clouded. Similarly, Whenever I have my limitation as a buddhi, when I call as myself as buddhi, body, mind, intellect, which has got a lot of limitation, I put that limitation on the consciousness, which is a wrong knowledge, which is the cause of our suffering. Now, two more verses are there that we will see in the concluding session, the last session, the next time. Okay, thank you.